Right. So notice that here we have several style attributes. Yes. That uniquely are uniquely configuring the look and feel for these divs. Yes. In general, that is considered to be best practice to use style attributes, right? Since if you ever want to change the look and feel for this particular div, you would have to open up this particular page, right, and edit the look and feel here in this page, right? Especially if this particular style is being reused in many other pages, right? Ideally, you would not put it in a style attribute. You would put it in a separate file where you can edit it in one place, right? And it takes care for the rest of the entire application, right? Putting it inside the style attributes in general is considered to be bad practice, very hard code to maintain going forward, and typically your code would go through a code review. Your code would be assigned to some other developer to review it, and they would kick it back to you saying, please remove these styles. Right? So don't let it get that far. Right? Don't do this. Okay? Marginally better. You can define it in a common style tag, right, above in the head tag, right. At least here you have a central place where you can edit it for the entire page, as opposed to having to mock with the HTML code, right. So just to show you, here we can create classes and rules that can then be applied to individual HTML elements. We can say that this is the yellow background, right? And then grab this background, cut it from here, put it in here, right? And then we can remove the style. Now that we have declared this class, notice it says dot, right? That means that this is referring to something in the document who has a class called yellow background, right? Yellow BG, right? This is what it means. It's a rule that will trigger on an element that has a class, right, applied to it called yellow background, yellow BG. So for instance, if I apply it here in this div, right, there it is, yellow BG. That means that div, right, will trigger this rule, right, and that div will be applied this transformation, right, this attribute setting. Make sense? All right. So let's do something similar. We'll make this, instead of blue here, we'll create this blue background, BG, and for that div, and this one will be red. So this will be red background, and this will be gray background. Gray background. Yes. So to do that, we're going to create these. So we're going to say blue background. We're going to have red background, and we're going to have gray background, and they're going to contain all these colors, right? So we're going to grab them and cut them out of here where there should never have been there, right? And we're going to put it in blue. Okay, and same thing with the red. I'm going to put it in here, and then we can remove that and do the same thing with gray. Right, and put it in here. And if we, is this recording? Yes. If we refresh, notice that it looks exactly the same way, right? But without that style, those style attributes, right? Even better, right, would be that there is no styling whatsoever here in the page, right? These two technologies there's two different languages, completely two different languages. They could be, instead of living here, we could refer to it in a separate link document. Right? We can say link and refer to a style sheet, href, in a style sheet here, stylesheet.css. and say that this is a style sheet, right? Now we can move all this content, move this content out of here, right? Instead, put it in a dedicated CSS file. Right, so styles.css, and copy it and paste it here. All right. If we refresh the page, we'll notice that it doesn't work. What? What happened? Console. It can't find style.css. Did I misspell it? Styles. Oh, styles. Okay. See why I hate pluralization? There we go. So it works. Everybody good? All right. So that's the appropriate way of styling pages, right? To have a separate dedicated style page. All right. All right. Let's continue here.